it's time to predict. It's time to get ourselves in trouble here. We're going to go through the quarterfinals now, one by one, and then all the way through, and we're going to pick our winner. In particular, actually, I might sit on the fence and let the boys do this one.
No, you don't want to end up in a compilation.
Yeah, I just do the throw. What do you think, guys? That's what I'm going to do. So here you have your quarterfinals. Let's kick off with Fluminense against Al-Hilal. The back three of Fluminense with Thiago Silva, do you think that's something they should stick with? Obviously, prior to that, they hadn't done that against an Al-Hilal side who have just beaten Manchester City. By the way, the team scoring first in the last round of games, in 7 of 8, went through. Can you name me the one team that scored first that didn't go through, Amir?
Trivia. No, I'm passing to the trivia, man.
Oh, you should know, Amir. You should know this one.
Yeah,
oh,
City.
is it Manchester City?
It is Manchester City.
Oh, I didn't hear that again.
Yesterday they lost.
No, I forgot everything.
He's already forgotten it, yeah.
So, yeah, Al-Hilal against Fluminense. How do you see that one panning?
I'm just not sure if Al-Hilal can play again as well as they did against City in every sense of the word. But if they can, I still think they're too strong for Fluminense.
I think Al-Hilal have looked really good against sides that they're kind of coming up against as the underdog, but against Salzburg, I thought they struggled a little when they kind of were supposed to be the protagonists. And Fluminense, I think they did really, really well in terms of game planning against Mamelodi, and then also on top of that, Inter. The one thing for me maybe is I think that back three with Thiago Silva in there was really good against 2 out-and-out center forwards. But with Al-Hilal, they like to play Marcos Leonardo, so it is a different kind of kettle of fish. But I think Al-Hilal too much quality, so I go with them.
Yeah, look, I would probably lean towards... Well, I think whatever team has less of the ball will win. And why I say that is because I think Al-Hilal are a team who, look, as much quality as they do have in their individuals, might struggle to break down a really strong 5-at-the-back defence, because I think they'll match up, Fluminense will match up the numbers in that Al-Hilal side, especially under Inzaghi, who kind of play with those wing-backs pushing forward. And if Fluminense do sit in, will they get that goal? I'm not sure, but they'll be really hard to break down. So I'm going to lean towards Fluminense in this instance, just to be a little bit different, to be honest. But
Okay.
Al-Hilal, a brilliant team and better individual quality.
Do you know what? I'm going to do my prediction. Fluminense. I actually think Fluminense. My gut's going with Fluminense. I'm going to make gut calls here. Palmeiras against Chelsea, the Estaval derby. Jules, your boy Piqueres will not be playing, suspended. The left back for Palmeiras. Gomez, the centre back, of course, got sent off as well. Does that make it impossible for you for Palmeiras?
Not impossible, but I think that affects them a lot. And I think this Chelsea team is not perfect by far, as we saw against Benfica, where they were in control and somehow still managed to be taken to extra time. I still think that on their day they will be too strong for Palmeiras.
Okay.
I think the Caicedo miss is a big one, because you talk about the suspensions for Palmeiras. Caicedo might be their most important player, but I think on quality, I favor Chelsea. And I really haven't been that impressed by Palmeiras. They've fair play to getting to this point, but I don't think they've been absolutely brilliant this entire tournament.
Yeah, and Palmeiras, Chelsea?
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards Chelsea again, just for player quality. I think the picture of the game will look similar, with Palmeiras trying to sit in and Chelsea trying to break them down. But if that's the case, there's still good attacking quality, especially in the wings, especially with Neto sort of having that form that he's in, to put that away. So
Okay, PSG versus Bayern. I'm going to go with PSG. Bit too much. Jules, are you joining me?
I mean, you want to ask me, really?
Jules, skip you.
Bayern every day, 3-0.
Lias and Umi?
I mean, Jules has been saying Bayern is the team that scares him the most out of all of them.
I think the winner of this one wins the whole thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think PSG at the moment are the most complete team in Europe. They're the best team in Europe. I would be shocked. I give Bayern a lot of respect. They've been very good, but I give PSG the
agreed. I'll go PSG.
Okay, and then Real Madrid against Dortmund. All of these ties, by the way, they're not sort of 70-30 splits here. It feels very like 60-40, very tight. And Dortmund, they could hurt Real Madrid. Again, you would imagine Real Madrid would have maybe a little bit too much, but this will be maybe their toughest test so far, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I just want to be contrarian sometimes.
I like that.
Well, I will say, out of all of these ties, the underdog team that I think has the best chance of going through is Dortmund in this instance. I've not said Fluminense, but I think Dortmund have a better chance than Madrid, especially if they do play in that 5-3-2 and play on that quality of Adeyemi.
Okay.
I go Real Madrid, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, though. Mbappe, is it going to be him who delivers? But I go Real Madrid.
Yeah, me too.
Same again. Right, so then we've got Al-Hilal against Chelsea.
We're going all the way.
Yeah, quickly, really quickly. Al-Hilal against Chelsea. Shout.
Chelsea.
Okay.
Chelsea.
And PSG against Real Madrid.
Ooh.
The Mbappe derby. PSG.
PSG. So we then have
Come
so
on,
we've got
Jules.
a Chelsea-PSG final. What are we saying?
I pray for a PSG win.
If Mbappe, you guys are moving on quick. If Mbappe loses to PSG again, Oh,
Hey,
PSG are going all the way,
that's what
man.
the season
Jules
looks
is,
like.
European champions and world champions.
Jules is
This
having an amazing
beautiful.
summer.
No, but
It's
listen,
just
it's Garcia versus PSG.
yeah.
World champion, I can see already.
Jules is going to have an amazing summer. I'll tell you that. I think PSG are going all the way.